T-minus 4 seconds and counting.
Welcome back, and my name is Michelle Cox. I am the group advisor for homeschoolers on a mission for education, and this is your YouTube channel. The last time we talked about learning styles and love languages, and so to keep that momentum going, we're going to kind of move into the next stage. So you've you've started to realize, hey, I need to figure out what my kids' love language is, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So then we start talking about, why in my last video I said we needed to do 3 to 6 months of, learning about your child. Having field trips and adventures. Go to the beach, go to the park, go to check out all the homeschool groups in your area, because if you're in Houston, so I'm in Porter, Texas, so I'm really close to Houston. There's a ton of groups in our area, tons of groups in our area. There's sports groups, like right now there's baseball going on, basketball's getting ready to start in August, volleyball. So there's homeschool activities, and there's tons of homeschool groups in the area that are doing it. So you need to find the one that's in your area. Texas Homeschool Coalition and HSLDA are really great resources to find those types of things. Now you can find it on my webpage, homescholersOnAmission.com, but it just brings you right back to THSC, because honestly, I don't believe in doing more work than I have to. I mean, honestly, let's be honest about it. So here's what I got for you today. So now you're spending your 3 to 6 months trying to figure out your child. You're thinking, oh, I'm not doing any school. Now, I did say don't do any school, but I do suggest that you do some math and do some reading. Find a couple of books at the library. A really good one is the Narnia books. You can do the Narnia books. They're great to read together. There's a couple of Peter Pan books that are really good. So you're looking for something that has 200 to 500 pages that you guys can read together, or grab a couple audiobooks of some of the older stuff, the Orient Express. You can do Romeo and Juliet. You can listen to those on audio tape. There's a lot of stuff you can listen to in classical. You can look up for whatever your grade level is. You can look up in Google and see what they're reading at that age level. Wonder was a really great book that my kids and I read probably about 4 years ago before they made it into a movie. And a good thing to do is read the book, watch a movie, and then do comparisons to them. We have a lady here that does that with our kids in a reading group, and after watching her a few times, it really does help you understand what the author is saying about the book. And please remember, a movie is different from a book. It's not going to be the same. The same people may have wrote the book and helped with the movie, but different people are producing them. So don't get confused with that. A lot of homeschoolers do. They'll see Star Wars and, oh my gosh, this wasn't what. Relax, relax, relax. It's okay. The book and the movie are not going to match, but it is a good way to compare two authors together. Anyway, so that brings me back to, what are we doing with our kids? So you're taking them to the beach. You want to help them get prepared to go to the beach. You want to help them make lunches to get ready for the beach. If they're bringing friends, they need to help make sure they're doing all the asking and organizing. So you're preparing your children on how to get ready for an event. It's not just going to the beach. So you have to look at everything you do now with your children when you homeschool as a learning activity. So if you teach them how to iron the clothes, or wash laundry, or do the dishes, or cook, that's all home ec related. And some of you will remember having home ec. It's something that's lost in schools now, is teaching our kids how to survive in the world. So we lose it at home because they're never home. So how are you going to teach them those things? So the best thing I can tell you to do is remember that everything you do now is a learning experience. So homeschool is not just about curriculum. Homeschool is about everything you teach your children so that they can learn how to be adults. Hey, what about that? We're missing that nowadays, is how to be an adult, how to look at life, how to do things, how to grow, how to clean. I've ran into millennials who don't know how to clean, because they didn't have to. Because as a parent, I know, because I've done it, we did everything for our kids, and then they don't know how to do it. So, we want to train them up to be good adults. We want to put them out into the world so that they can benefit others. If our goal is, our thought process is, our children are benefiting others, that they're going out into the world and they're going to help the world be a better place, then hey, you're doing a great job. Look at how your children's behavior are outside of your home. Don't worry about how they're going to act at home, because they're going to be a mess. But when they're outside of your home, when you go to the grocery store, when you're at the movies, when you're at grandma's house or anything, if people can say, hey, you've got really well-behaved children and they know how to talk to adults, you are doing homeschool right, okay? And if your kids are wild and crazy, you're still doing homeschool right, okay? You just haven't figured out their niche on how to get them to understand that in society, we have a certain way we have to act. Sorry, people, you don't want to be in the world, not of the world, as the Bible says. But at the same time, when you're in the world, you want to be that light. You want to be the person that people see and they go, hey, what's the difference? And your kids can go, well, I'm homeschooled. And not as it's I'm homeschooled. No, you want your kids to be proud to be homeschooled. They want to look at them and say, yeah, I'm homeschooled and I do this, 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 and this. Around here we have fencing, we have basketball. My kids did basketball. My son did basketball since he was 8 years old, and he built great relationships all across the state of Texas. And we enjoyed doing the state tournament, and we finally got to do the national tournament, and that made a world of difference for my son. So, like I said, you're going to find all these activities and try them first before you start to get into a routine of homeschooling. Now, in my next segment, we'll talk about how what math curriculums and reading curriculums may help you to move along and getting your stuff done and starting those first 3 to 6 months. But right now, I want you to totally focus on just having fun with your kids. You will not get those years back. You have a very short time with them. Remember, you are very special. You can do this. God gave them to you so that you can have your children so that they can be yours and that you can make a difference. So remember, you can homeschool, and we're here to help. So if you have any questions, you can always send me a little note on the bottom, or you can send me a message at homeschoolersonamission@outlook.com, and I'll respond back as fast as I can. We also can check out our Facebook page for some of our curriculum that we are always selling at No Place Like Homeschool. So again, check out all of what we have. And thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again.